Be careful who you overlook. They might just be an angel. This is the Unlikely Angel brand.
Diamond Henry.
Corrine Semper.
Martell Simpson.
Samuel Smoot.
My name is Tori Isaac.
My name is Demir, but everyone calls me too.
Jessica.
My name is Gabby, and I'm the creator of the Unlikely Angel brand. I took this picture of my friend Jessica Henderson a few years ago, and I knew I wanted to do something with that picture. I had no idea what I wanted to do with it, and then I was like, hey, I should put it on a t-shirt. I went and I edited the picture the way I wanted it to, and then I collaborated with the artist and had that artist sketch me the picture of Jessica. Then I came and I brought it to her on her birthday as a surprise. I was like, hey, look at this. And she just loved it.
I had no idea she was doing this. We had done this shoot a long time ago, like a few years back, and never really seen the photos before. But then she surprised me on my birthday this year, and I saw the shirt and I fell in love with it, and I thought it was so cool.
And I was like, okay, if she loves it, I know other people are gonna love it. I got a lot of positive feedback with it, so I was like, you know what? Let's do it. Let me set up my Etsy account. Let's get it out there. Be careful who you overlook. They might just be an angel. That is just speaking to my own personal experiences. There's been oftentimes with me, I've been overlooked. A lot of people, because they didn't give me an opportunity, they didn't give me a chance, they never got to see who I was and how I could bless their life. And now that I know that I'm not overlooked and that there's people around me that love me, when I say, be careful who you overlook, they might just be an angel, that's me. I am an unlikely angel.
Be careful who you overlook. They might just be an angel means to me that you shouldn't judge people based on what they look like or how they approach you.
I think the classic statement, don't judge a book by its cover. A lot of the time, it's the unlikely people that you learn a lot of lessons and new friendships from.
Just because somebody may dress a certain way or act a certain way, they could end up helping you in the long run. That happens a lot, especially in the world today. People like to judge quickly. So my thing is get to know the person. And at the end of the day, they might be the biggest influence and biggest angel for you.
For me, it means treating people with kindness, no matter where you interact with them, where you cross paths with them, because you never know what kind of effect they can have on you and what kind of effect you can have on them as well.
Pay attention to everyone around you. Community is key, and how we treat each other matters. And especially in times like now, I think it's more important than ever to make sure that everyone matters and everyone is treated well, because you never know what people are going through, and you never know how people could change your life.
You never know who you're coming across, who can, not only you can pour into, but who can pour into you. We need each other in this life. We can't do this life alone. And that's why it's important to this mission, because you can be someone's unlikely angel.
Therapy, my therapist, I worked with her for a really long time. Mental health is so important, especially for us as Black people, Black women. And she really impacted me. And oddly enough, she was an older white woman, and we have nothing in common.
A man named Merrill Haywood, I don't think he'll ever know how much he means to me, because I never really told him, but he poured into me. He believed in me. He saw something more in me than I could see in myself.
I used to work at a nonprofit. I recently got into street photography, and I document a lot of the homeless population. And they inspire me because they fight every single day to have their voices heard. They have every reason to give up, but yet they still try and push forward no matter their circumstances. So I love to just capture them in their essence, because I also feel like they're overlooked as well.
The founder and creator, Gabby, made a huge positive impact in my life. I'm pretty new to the LA area, and I met Gabby when I first moved down here, and she has just been so kind, so just patient, and a great friend. Has been showing me the ropes, and just a very positive person to be around.
My best friend, Martell. I met him when I was about 20 years old, and I was really just struggling mentally. I was in college, and I never forget, I was sitting in the lunch area, and he was sitting with this group of people, and we ended up sparking a conversation. And I think we talked about like his haircut or something. After that, like, the rest is history. He came and he really just changed my life and showed me that there are people out there that could be your friend.
I would have to say my pops, because him coming into my life at a young age, He really taught me a lot growing up. So, you know, he made me to the man I am today. And I wouldn't know how I would shape out as a man if it wasn't for him coming into my life. So, probably him.
Time I was underestimated. I will definitely say I've been underestimated my whole entire life.
I could say I've been underestimated my entire life.
Oh man, my whole life I was underestimated.
It's a lot of situations.
I think I'm underestimated a lot.
I grew up in South Central Los Angeles. Around there, my community in general is generally overlooked.
I think I get underestimated quite often.
I was bullied from elementary school all the way through high school, as well as being neurodivergent and never getting properly diagnosed.
I'm the middle child of a single mother of 5 children. I'm supposed to have already been a statistic.
I've achieved a lot in a short amount of time, and I think people underestimate me just based on my age.
In football, you know, because I was never the biggest, I was never the strongest, never the fastest.
I had wanted to go to art school, and I had like a week to put together a whole portfolio. I had to put together 25 photos and like 3 videos. And I didn't think I was gonna be able to do it. It was kind of like a last minute decision. No one thought that I would be able to do it. But and I shot, I wanna say around 6 photo shoots in 2 days and was able to put it together, made a whole documentary behind it, and I got accepted into art school.
I was just doing an interview for a new job, and the interviewer was like, these are gonna be hard questions. I don't know if you're gonna know the answer. And then when he asked me the questions, I was ready, rapid fire. I had answers to all of them. So he didn't expect me to really do well, but I ain't new to this, I'm true to this, so.
What I did was I prayed. I prayed at the point in time you wonder why you're underestimated, overlooked, not seen, not heard. And then I was like, nah, God, you made me wonderful. You made me beautiful. I am a handcraft to you. So I believed in that. I believed in his word.
And I always try to respond with grace and just compassion, because them underestimating me is less about me and more about how they perceive the world.
But I've already broken all the norms, and I'm the first generation college student, all the above. No kids yet. Waiting on that to see what's happening, and just really honing in on just beating what society has placed on me.
But I just put in the extra work, and I knew if I put in the extra work, I would get looked at and the hard work will come back to me. So definitely exceeded with that.
So I really started diving into my art, because if I didn't, I would have continued to start getting in trouble. I got mixed with the wrong crowd, and I started selling drugs. I ended up getting arrested. And the time I had an opportunity transfer from the school that I was at to another school is where they put me in a film class, because I needed an extra credit. And I will definitely say that film class saved my life. Oh my God, about everything.
Wearing Unlikely Angel makes me stand out from the crowd, and it makes me want to share my story. So when everyone has a question about the brand, it's an opportunity to share what I do and how I'm involved and the people that I'm involved with. And it's a good way to build community as well for people around and who wants to be a part of the brand.
People look at me and assume certain things, the way I walk, the way I talk, the way I carry myself. So I feel like the Unlikely Angel can speak to the softness in us all. There's more than meets the eye, that's in the eye of the beholder.
I think this shirt does make a statement when you do wear it. It's really unique. It's not like a lot of other things, and it is a conversation starter too. So I think that you're able to express yourself. People might ask about the shirt, and I think it's just a good way to express kindness and empathy.
Everybody's different, so I think everyone brings a difference to the world, and especially Angel, because you bring a difference into someone's life. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to have the biggest difference, you don't have to have the smallest, but just any difference matters. So wearing it every day, maybe it can give people an idea of maybe they shouldn't judge by its cover.
It reminds me to be fully accepting of myself, even in those moments of doubt, and fully embrace other people who are different from me, because there's always something that somebody has to offer.
Wearing this shirt it shows that life is bigger than me. It puts life in a bigger perspective. When people see this shirt, they're becoming a part of something greater. It lets people know that we're all someone's angel. No matter how they feel about themselves, we're all an angel to somebody.
The Unlikely Angel brand inspires my style because it is my style. I am a stylist. I love putting clothes together. I love putting pieces together. I came up with it out of my own mind, and it's so beautiful to see my own mind like in the physical realm. This is me, and I get to see little versions of me every time I see people wearing the Unlikely Angel brand.
You are not overlooked. You are seen. We hear you. We love you. And to keep being you, take up space. Keep healing, keep growing. Don't stop, don't stop.
Definitely to be yourself, be unique. Also just the importance of kindness and empathy and showing people that you care about them, showing love all the time when you can.
Just keep striving, keep working. You know, if you keep striving to keep working to wherever you want to do, to wherever you want to hustle in, it's going to come back to you tenfold. Just stay low, keep doing what you're doing. You know, you don't have to be the most popular, you don't have to be the most loved or anything like that. Just stay true to who you are, keep working, everything's gonna fall off for you.
You matter to everyone. You may feel like a small star, but every star in the sky makes a brilliant backdrop. So we all matter. As much as you feel like you're undervalued or you may feel like you're overwhelmed, keep going. That's the best thing you could possibly do. Your life can look completely different in a year. Your life can look completely different in a month. What matters is how you show up for yourself. And I think the more that you keep going for yourself, the more that you'll see that you're showing up for other people.
Man, you only overlook depending on who you're looking at in the mirror. At the end of the day, the person that you're competing with is the person in the mirror. It doesn't matter if the world is overlooking you, as long as you recognize your worth and you have a good team surrounding you, that's all that matters at the end of the day. Somebody's no is another person's yes.
I would tell them that they need to really be in tune with themselves and know that God has a plan for you. You're important, you're loved, you're special, and anyone who's overlooking you, they don't matter. And don't even think about them, because the people who are watching you know that you're special.
Reminding them that how people perceive them does not define who they are, and it's important to always look within and be your most authentic self, because that's how you're going to attract the people that are for you.
I see you because oftentimes I am you. And the things that I tell myself is that nobody can judge you but God. And even though it feels like nobody sees you, God 100% sees you. If you feel overlooked, there's a whole bunch of other people out here that feel overlooked too. And you should go out and look for those outcasts, look for those people that don't really fit in the box, because they might not fit in society's box, but they might fit into where you are. This shirt is not only my love letter to myself, but it's a love letter to you. You were seen, you were loved, you were important. There is an angel watching over you. God loves you so much that he sent an unlikely angel to protect you.
I am an unlikely angel.
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 I am, an unlikely angel if you just give me a chance.
I am an unlikely angel.
I am an unlikely angel.
Unlikely angel!
All right, period.
Are y'all dead ass?
Please walk behind me.
I'm about to duck. I'm not playing. I do not like we just talking about what they talking about. Flying rats.
Flying rats.
He ripped his pad.
Oh,
You need to pull them up. That's why they
I knew it.
You can probably show how bad. Oh, I can't even
The bloopers. Come up with the hammer at their tucks.
Those unlikely angels.
I'm trying to do a trick or something to make it look cool.
Ooh.
You seen it?
Look great. That's the show.
Oh, I do hear the airplane. I think I hear another one. Well, hello plane. There's another plane. Oh, plane. There's an airplane anyway. I hear the plane. Hey, plane. Saw that coming. I feel like there's another one coming. I feel like a helicopter. Oh, the popo out. And that's it. I am an unlikely angel.